Very good evening, everyone. Today we are going to start fourth chapter, and which is again very important, which is the metal and non-metal. In some CBSE books, it is material, metals, and non-metal. So don't bother about that. Otherwise, we have the things are the same. Things are the same only the difference in the name. Okay. So first we have to understand what are matter means. So matter means anything which have anything which have mass and occupies space. Okay, occupies space is nothing but the volume. Okay, is nothing but the volume. So we can also say like anything which have mass and volume are called as matters. Understood everyone? Matters. And metals are made up of very tiny particles, okay, and these particles are indivisible, and these particles are called as beta atoms. They are called as atoms. And different kinds of matter are formed by different types of atom. Like for plastic we have different, okay, suppose we have the plastic chair, okay, so it is made up from the different material. We have the iron grills on your window, okay, so again they are made up of different type of atoms. Gold, okay, gold ornaments or whatever it may be, if it is made up of the gold, so it is made up of the different type of atom. If we are discussing about the wood, they are made up of the different type of atoms. Okay, so different matters are made up of different type of atoms. Matter generally exist in three states, beta. These are nothing but the three basic states, you can say: solid, liquid, and gases. Otherwise we have total 5 states. Okay, here we have plasma, okay, and last but not the least is Bose-Einstein. Bose,
Bose-Einstein.
yes, Bose-Einstein. Okay, so plasma is possible only at a very high temperature. High temperature. So it
And Bose-Einstein.
and Bose-Einstein is possible below 0 Kelvin temperature. 0 Kelvin means minus 273.15 degrees Celsius temperature and below that. Okay, whatever the state of matter is called as Bose-Einstein. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you already have this note. So if you won't take like screenshot, that will do also. Okay. Everything around us is categorized into, okay, whatever the matter we have around us, okay, and they are made up of the atom. So atoms can be categorized either metals or non-metals. We have one more category which is the metalloid. Okay, we will understand that also. But in our this chapter, we have only the study of metal and non-metals. Otherwise, element have three types. So I'm writing here atoms or elements are beta three types. One is called metals, second one is non-metals, and third one metalloids are called as metalloids. Understood everyone? Okay, so
Yes.
now, yes. So, in this chapter, we are going to discuss about various physical and chemical properties of metal and non-metals. Then, okay, and it will help you, okay, with here to list the few physical and chemical property to understand, okay, the metal properly. So we will go through chemical as well as physical property of metal as well as non-metal so that you will categorize them easily. So first we are going to discuss about the metals. Okay. See, what are metals basically? Metals are, okay, the described as a chemical element. So they are nothing but a chemical element, or we can say atoms also. Okay, that are readily lose valence electron to form the positive ion. Okay, or here we have one more definition for metals, and again this one is very important: element having tendency to lose electron. So any element, if it have tendency to lose electron or lose electron, okay, from their valence shell means the outermost shell, okay, to form positive ion, and positive ions are called as cations, okay. Such atoms or elements are called as beta metals. They are called as metal. Let example of sodium, okay. So sodium have atomic number beta 11, okay. So sodium used to lose one electron. It is going to lose one electron and will form sodium positive ion, okay. So as you can see here sodium positive ion is formed by loss of one electron. That means that element had tendency to lose electron, hence it is the metal, and sodium is the metal, okay. So here we have few examples. So we have aluminum, we have copper, iron, tin, gold, etc. All are the metals. So we have, see, now we had total beta 94, okay. That 90 is from the previous, like, year we used to study around 94, 90, but now we have 94 metals in our periodic table, and in periodic table we have total 118 element. So I'm just giving you brief information about that. So I'm just changing the color. So we have beta atoms. How many atoms or elements we have? 180. How many?
118.
118. Out of which 94 are metals. 94 are metals. Then
17 and 1.
non-metals, yes. And 7 are metalloids. 7
So
are.
what is the difference between metalloids and metals?
Yeah, so what's the difference between them?
Metalloids, see, metal have tendency to lose electron, okay. Non-metal have tendency to gain electron, okay. They have tendency to gain electron. Metal tendency to lose electron. So metalloid have property of both, or we can say elements which contain property of metal as well as non-metal are called as metalloids.
So it's like you can either give or you can either get.
Yeah. They can be like lose electron, they can be gain electron. It depends on that particular atom which is going to combine with it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. What's your name?
Ahalya, sir.
Okay. Suppose we have one friend called Ahalya, or one student called Ahalya. Ahalya had two friends. One friend's name is like X, okay, and X is very poor girl, very poor friend, okay, and another friend of Ahalya is Y, and Y is very rich, like from a Mani's family, okay, very rich, okay. So one day Ahalya and X, okay, they are eating something from in restaurant, okay, in restaurant they are eating something, and the bill they got of 150 rupees. So who is going to pay here? Who will pay?
Ahalya, sir.
Ahalya will pay. Means Ahalya is losing here, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now next day, Ahalya is going to visit with the Y friend, and Y is very rich from Ambani's family. Again, they are shopping in the mall, and the bill was like 5,000 rupees. Who is going to pay there? Who
The
will
rich
pay?
friend, sir.
The Y will pay.
Yeah,
Why?
Y. So in that case, Ahalya is going to gain, right? Is it?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So
Yes. So Ahalya is losing the money or gaining the money. It depends on X or Y. Means those two different elements, they are going to combine with A, okay, on their like capacity or like tendency to lose or gain electron depends, their tendencies depend, okay, which decides whether Ahalya is going to lose or gain electron. So here Ahalya may lose
So
or
suppose
may
So suppose if X had more electrons, then A would gain
No,
electrons.
not like that. Suppose if X is the not poor one.
Metals, like X metals.
Yeah, no. X is nothing but the electronegative element. Electronegative element means which will accept the electron. Okay, if it will going to attach with A, so A had to lose electron because that X is always going to accept electron from others. So that condition A is going to lose electron. Okay, but here that Y is electropositive in nature, so Y will always lose electron. Okay, so in that case A is going to accept electron. Understood? The same
Yes, sir.
concept for metalloids. Yeah.
Like A is metalloids and X we can say as non-metals, right? Because it's gaining
Yes. And Y will be metal
metals.
because it is losing. Yes.
Okay,
Good.
sir.
Yeah. Any doubt here now? Any doubt better till here?
No doubt, sir.
Okay. So now we are going to understand more about the metals. What are metals? Metals are nothing but the minerals or substance that forms, okay, naturally below the surface of earth. Is it because metal are extracted from the earth crust? Different earth crust means we are mining that raw material, we are putting into the refineries, and refining we are purifying the metal into the pure form. So from where we are getting the metal? From earth crust. Okay, in different layer of the earth we have the metals. Most metals are lustrous or shiny. So yes, this is the characteristic property of metal. They are shiny or lustrous. Metals are inorganic, means they are not obtained from the plant or animal. Hence, they are inorganic. Okay, means they are present in our nature only, which means they are made up of the substance that were never alive. Okay, means they are not derived from the plant or animal or microorganism. Hence, hence they are inorganic. Understood what is inorganic means?
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Very important. Huh? Metals are the natural compound of the earth crust in which they are generally found in the form of metal ore. So the raw material which is used for the extraction of metals are called as ore. What are ore? Ore are the raw material, okay, which is used for the extraction of metal. Like for extraction of iron, we have hematite. So hematite is nothing but the material which is obtained after mining, and that hematite is going to refine into that refineries. Then we are getting the iron. Understood? So whatever the raw material which we are using for the extraction of metals are called as ores. Understood, everyone? Keep replying.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, next. Metals and non-metals generally associated with each other and found together in earth crust in combined state. Okay, so most of the time what happens, metals, like if they are more reactive, okay, like sodium will always present in oxygen form. Okay, so it is sodium oxide. Okay, like ferrous, it is present in Fe2O3 form. Magnesium Mg present in magnesium chloride form or magnesium sulfate form. Okay, so see, metals they always present along with the non-metal form in earth crust. Understood, everyone?
Yes,
But
sir.
less reactive metals, less reactive metals, like we have gold, we have silver, and we have platinum. They present in pure form because they don't react with other metal or non-metal. Hence, they found in our nature in pure form, pure form. They are also naturally present in the rock Okay, rocks washed by the surface water and groundwater and in the atmospheric dust. So in atmospheric dust we have metals, in rock, okay, we have metals. So metals are, we can say, everywhere we have metals. Even in our atmospheric air, they are present in dust form. Dust form. Understood what is like about metal? Metal is okay. So now we are going to understand the examples of metal. So this is the gold, that one is iron, and here we have these are the copper. Okay. So this is gold. Here we have iron. Iron also called as ferrous, and here we have copper. Okay. Metals are very strong and durable and therefore used to make many things. Okay. So metals are very strong. Hence, we are using them for like, making many things. Even in construction, we are using, metal for making grills, doors, we are using
Pipe.
metals for construction of, yes, okay. So pipe even, okay, in our day-to-day life, that electronic devices, cooking vessels that we are using, they are made up of metals only, like your cooker, your different ladles, spoon, plate, glass, that your stove, that gas container, all they are made up of the metals only. Is it?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Why? Because
Yes,
they are
sir.
very durable. Very durable. Okay. Most of the metals are hard, but some are very soft. Okay. So we have metal very hard like iron is there, ferrous is there, and some have very soft like gold, silver. Okay, they are very soft and you can bend easily. That's why they are used for making even that sodium is very and potassium is very soft and you can cut by the knife like vegetables. They are very soft. Gold and silver are also very soft and they are used for making jewelries. Okay, so the softest metal
Sir,
we can
people say
say,
that pure gold isn't very soft.
yes, very soft. Yes. Okay, so sodium and potassium are very soft metal, very soft, okay, that you can cut with the knife like vegetable. Most of the metals they are present on a solid state, but mercury is present in a liquid state at a room temperature. Okay, at a room temperature. All the metals present in solid state at a normal room temperature. And we have one more metal called gallium. Okay, gallium have melting point 27 degrees Celsius beta. Okay, if you will hold gallium metal in your hand, gallium metal will melt because our body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius and melting point of gallium is 27. So obviously, if you will hold gallium metal in your hand, okay, in your fist, it is going to melt. Is it or not? Do reply.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we are going to discuss about the properties of
Where will you have quiz? There is
metals.
only 7 minutes left.
Today no quiz, we had to cover that part, the metal part, and then by next lecture we will cover the chemical properties. So today we have to cover that physical property, okay? Because we haven't covered the part 2, so we are not going to have
Okay.
quiz today. Will do?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So
Okay,
first
sir.
we are going to discuss about the physical properties. Physical property means like their strength, melting point, boiling point, color, state, all these density, all these are called as physical property. So we are going to discuss physical properties of metal. So metals are very hard and have very high tensile strength. Tensile strength means the the weight holding capacity you can say. Okay, that's why we are using metals for the construction. Like we are using iron for making road, for making building, bridges. We are using iron. Okay, metals are present in solid state at a room temperature except mercury. okay, which is present in liquid state at a room temperature. So all metals are in solid except mercury. Metals have property to produce sound by striking. That's why, okay, when we are striking with the hard surface, okay, on the metal, they produce a sound. This property is called as beta sonorous. Hence, we are having school bell. They are made up of the metal only. You won't like see where anywhere metal are made up of the plastic and other non-metals. They are always made up of metals only. Even the bell that we are having on a temple, they are made up of metals only because
Sir, if
they
we,
produce a sound. Huh?
sir, if we drop a plate, then the steel, then a
All
steel,
made.
then
Uh-huh.
the steel plate makes a ringing sound, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Next, metal are good conductor of heat. That's why we are using metal for the preparation of cooking vessels. Okay, because they are good conductor of heat and good conductor of electricity. Hence, we are using metallic wire for the conduction of electricity. Like we are using copper wire, aluminum wire mostly, okay, because they are good conductor of electricity. And why they are good conductor of heat and electricity? Because they contain free electron in their metallic structure. Very important. They contain free electron in their metallic structure. That's why they are good conductor of heat as well as good conductor of electricity. Because electrons are the charge carriers as well as heat carrier, or we can say electrons are energy carriers. Energy carriers, because they used to carry energy from one place to other place. Which energy? Electricity as well as heat. Both are nothing but the form of energy. Metals are malleable. Malleable means if you can beat the metal, okay, again and again and again, the metal will turn into the thin sheet. Okay, suppose here we have the metal block. If you will heat that metal block again and again and again, that metal block will going to turn into the sheet. Okay, that property of
Yes,
metal is called as malleability.
can
Okay,
we take
malleability.
aluminum as an example?
हाँ बेटा.
Can we take aluminum as an example, sir?
Aluminum is also like we are using iron sheets for, like, suppose you have your home and home have here the gallery. Okay, so in order to like prevent yourself from the heat or like rain or sunlight, you are using metal plate here, right? So that metal plates are made up of the iron and stenic. The tin is also there. Tin, is it? Next, metals are ductile. Ductile is the property of metal in which metal can be drawn into thin wire. Very important. That's why that you are using that copper wire at your home. It is due to its ductility property or ductile property. Okay, we have to finish it first because our time is going to end. Metal have high melting and boiling point except cesium, which have 28.44, and gallium 29.76 degrees Celsius. Otherwise, all the metal have like high melting and boiling point. Density except alkali metals. Okay, alkali metal means we have like elements of group 1. Okay, they are soft, like we have sodium, potassium, they are very soft. Otherwise, and have low density. Because like D block element have the highest density, where osmium is the highest density and the lithium has the least density. Lithium. Okay, so what are alkali metals? We have here alkali metals are very reactive, electropositive. Okay, monovalent means have single valency, and they form the strong alkaline hydroxide. Okay, like NaOH, KOH, etc. So they are really strong alkaline substance. Lustrous means all the metals have shine at their pure state. Color, metals are like silvery gray color, except gold having like a yellow color, and that copper have the pink tone, pink color. Okay, so silver and other metals are grayish in color, but copper is pink tone. This is the copper, Cu. Okay, and gold is golden in color. Okay, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh. Okay, so beta, we have like completed an hour and I'm having another class right now. So we had to leave the class.